Winter is making a dramatic entrance across the eastern U.S. this week, not with one storm, but a relentless parade of 5. A deep trough in the jet stream is funneling these systems straight into the mid-Atlantic and northeast, ensuring barely a break between each round. Instead of a single blizzard, it's the cumulative impact, snow, wind, and cold, that will disrupt travel and daily life. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Preparation and vigilance are key. The main culprit? An Alberta clipper train, sending fast-moving storms and Arctic air from Canada. The combination of repeated snowfalls and dangerous cold makes this week especially hazardous. From the Midwest to the East Coast, millions will feel the effects and need to take extra precautions. We'll break down what to expect, storm by storm, so you can stay ahead and stay safe. Alberta clippers are fast, compact storms born in Canada's cold, dry air, racing east on the jet stream. Usually, they bring just a quick burst of light, powdery snow, 1 to 3 inches at a time. This week though, it's a clipper train, multiple storms following the same path, piling up impacts. The real danger isn't just the snow, but the Arctic air these clippers drag south, plunging temperatures and keeping the cold locked in. Each new clipper opens the freezer door, flooding the Midwest and Northeast with frigid air. The second clipper, arriving Wednesday, will unleash the harshest Arctic blast and set up extreme lake-effect snow. When you see a clipper, think fast, cold, and windy, conditions that can change in a hurry. The cold arriving this week is no ordinary chill. It's a true Arctic outbreak. Temperatures will plunge well below zero in the Midwest and Northeast, with wind chills reaching -25 to -30. Cities like Fargo and Minneapolis will see dangerous lows, while Chicago, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh will struggle to reach the teens or low 20s. At these levels, frostbite can occur in just minutes, especially for children, the elderly, and anyone working outside. Cover all exposed skin, and remember, hypothermia is a real threat. Extreme cold also strains daily life. Car batteries fail, pipes freeze, and even phones die faster. Check on elderly neighbors and bring pets indoors. This Arctic air is the engine behind the week's other big story, historic lake-effect snow. Preparation is critical. This cold can be life-threatening. Stay alert and take it seriously. This week, the real snow story isn't just about a typical winter storm. It's about the relentless power of the lake effect machine, which is primed and ready to deliver snow measured in feet, not inches. This isn't your average dusting or even a heavy snowfall. We're talking about a weather event that will transform entire communities, burying neighborhoods and reshaping the landscape for days to come. When frigid Arctic air sweeps across the still warm waters of the Great Lakes, it sets the stage for a dramatic meteorological showdown. The clash between cold air and relatively warm lake water creates intense, narrow snow bands that can dump astonishing amounts of snow in a very short time. These snow bands are like conveyor belts, carrying moisture from the lakes and releasing it as heavy snow over the same locations, hour after hour. The setup this week is nearly textbook for a major lake effect event, a staggering 40-degree temperature difference between the lake surface and the Arctic air above, combined with persistent northwest winds. These winds will keep the snow bands locked in place, relentlessly targeting the same areas and maximizing snowfall totals. Meteorologists are watching this pattern closely, as it's the perfect recipe for a prolonged and extreme snow event. Communities downwind of the lakes, especially western New York, including Buffalo, and the east side of Cleveland, are directly in the bullseye. These areas are no strangers to lake-effect snow, but even seasoned residents are preparing for a storm of historic proportions. Streets, homes, and businesses will be buried under feet of snow, and daily life will grind to a halt. Buffalo's southern tier could see multiple feet of snow piling up in just a couple of days, while parts of Michigan and Pennsylvania are also at risk of being buried under relentless snowfall. Residents will face the daunting task of digging out, and snowdrifts could reach several feet high, blocking roads and driveways. Travel will become nearly impossible as whiteout conditions develop, and the sheer weight of the snow could threaten roofs, power lines, and other infrastructure. Emergency crews are already preparing for dangerous conditions, knowing that response times may be delayed and access could be limited. Imagine a snow hose, pointed at one spot for days on end, with no relief in sight. That's what these communities are facing, a relentless barrage of snow that just won't let up, creating localized but extreme impacts. For those in the path, now is the time to prepare for major disruptions. Stock up on essentials, check your emergency supplies, and stay off the roads if at all possible. Power outages and impassable streets are likely, so it's crucial to be ready for several days of isolation. This is a classic, but extreme lake effect event, one that will be remembered for years to come. The science behind it is fascinating, but the impacts on daily life are very real and potentially dangerous. Even after the last flake falls, the impacts will linger. Digging out, clearing roads, and recovering from this storm will take days, if not weeks. For many, this will be a winter event they'll never forget. The first storm is already hitting the southeast and mid-Atlantic, bringing heavy wet snow that's tough to shovel and can cause power outages. West Virginia's mountains have seen nearly 10 inches, and cities like Richmond and Roanoke are dealing with hazardous roads. Raleigh, North Carolina, could get 3 to 5 inches, a rare event that's closing schools and businesses. Along the coast, areas from Greenville to Virginia Beach may see a surprise switch to all snow, adding to the totals. Gusty winds and heavy snow could strain power lines and infrastructure. In the Appalachians, upslope snow will keep piling up, with some spots expecting a foot or more by week's end. For the South, this is just the beginning of a very wintry week. As the southern storm finally exits, skies briefly clear, but the break is short-lived. The atmosphere remains primed for more action, and attention quickly shifts northward as a new round of winter weather gears up to sweep across the country. The Alberta Clipper train takes over starting Wednesday, racing in from the Canadian prairies. These systems are known for their speed and their ability to deliver bursts of snow and wind, often catching travelers off guard. The second storm in this active pattern brings a quick 1 to 3 inches across the Midwest, enough to coat roads and create slick conditions for the morning and evening commutes. Even a modest snowfall can cause significant disruptions when it arrives during peak travel times. Just as the snow tapers off, a surge of Arctic air pours in behind the system, sending temperatures plummeting and whipping up gusty winds. Blowing snow and rapidly falling wind chills will make it feel even colder, especially across open fields and rural areas. This sets the stage for a major lake effect event, as frigid air sweeps over the still unfrozen Great Lakes. Intense snow bands will develop, targeting areas downwind of the lakes with near whiteout conditions and rapidly accumulating snow. The third system, arriving Thursday into Friday, could be a much bigger snowmaker. This storm has the potential to tap into deeper moisture, leading to heavier snowfall rates and more widespread impacts. Areas from Iowa to Ohio and possibly the entire I-70 corridor are in the crosshairs. Cities like Indianapolis, Columbus, and Pittsburgh could see 4 to 6 inches, snarling travel and causing delays for both commuters and freight. Road crews will be working overtime to keep highways passable, but hazardous conditions are likely. There's even a chance this storm could bring significant snow to the I-95 corridor, D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia on Friday. If the storm tracks just right, these major East Coast cities could see their biggest snowfall of the season so far. A slight shift in the storm's track could mean the difference between a glancing blow and a major snowstorm for millions. Forecasters are closely monitoring the models, as even small changes could have big impacts on travel and daily life. We're also watching for a rare scenario, one that doesn't happen often, but can lead to historic snowfall totals. If the inland system merges with a developing coastal low, the combined energy could rapidly intensify the storm, leading to a classic nor'easter setup. In that case, it could dump up to 2 feet of snow from DC to New York, burying city streets, stranding vehicles and forcing widespread closures. Residents should be prepared for the possibility of a truly memorable winter event. Stay tuned. This could be a wintry end to the week, with the potential for both travel headaches and beautiful winter scenes across the Midwest and Northeast. With snow and extreme cold gripping the region, travel will be treacherous across much of the country. Roads are quickly becoming hazardous, and even short trips can turn dangerous in these conditions. If you must venture out, be prepared for rapidly changing weather and unexpected delays. If you can, postpone trips through the Midwest, Great Lakes, or Northeast. Roads will be slick, and visibility can drop to 0 in whiteouts. Snowplows may struggle to keep up, and emergency services could be delayed. If travel is unavoidable, let someone know your route and expected arrival time. Major airports like Chicago, Detroit, and Cleveland will likely see delays and cancellations. Check your flight status before leaving home, and pack extra snacks, water, and warm clothing in your carry-on in case you're stuck waiting. If you must be outside, dress in layers: a moisture-wicking base, a warm middle layer, and a waterproof outer shell. This combination helps trap heat and keeps you dry, which is crucial for staying safe in freezing temperatures. Don't forget a hat, insulated gloves, and warm socks to prevent frostbite. Cover all exposed skin, and choose boots with good traction to avoid slipping on ice. Know the signs. Frostbite starts with redness and numbness, especially on fingers, toes, nose, and ears. Hypothermia brings shivering, confusion, and drowsiness. Both are medical emergencies. If you notice these symptoms, get to a warm place and seek help immediately. Check on vulnerable neighbors, especially the elderly, or those living alone. A quick visit or phone call can make a big difference, ensuring they have heat, food, and necessary medications. Keep your phone charged and carry a power bank. Batteries drain fast in the cold. Having a way to call for help is essential if you get stranded or lose power at home. If stranded in your car, stay inside to conserve heat. Run the engine occasionally for warmth, and keep the exhaust pipe clear of snow to prevent carbon monoxide buildup. Use blankets or extra clothing to stay warm, and signal for help if possible. Respect winter's power. Preparation and caution can save lives. Stock up on essentials like food, water, flashlights, and medications before the storm hits. Shovel snow carefully to avoid injury, and never overexert yourself in the cold. A little planning goes a long way. By taking these steps, you can protect yourself and your loved ones, and help your community weather the storm safely. Before the Arctic air arrives, prep your home to avoid costly damage. Disconnect garden hoses, shut off exterior water, and know where your main shutoff valve is. Insulate pipes in unheated areas and let vulnerable faucets drip during the coldest nights. Stock up on essentials: flashlights, batteries, non-perishable food, water, and ice melt. Your car needs a winter kit: blankets, extra clothes, snacks, a shovel, and a charged power bank. Check your tires and battery, and keep your gas tank at least half full. Never use generators or grills indoors. Carbon monoxide is deadly. If you have a fireplace, ensure it's clean and safe. Space heaters need space. Keep them away from flammable items and turn them off when unattended. A little preparation now can turn a crisis into a minor inconvenience. Stay ready and stay safe. As this stormy week unfolds, many wonder if the pattern will last. Right now, storms are moving fast because there's no blocking high over Greenland to slow them down, but some models hint at a pattern shift mid-month, possibly bringing a blocking high and setting the stage for bigger, slower coastal storms. If that happens, the East Coast could see a major snowstorm with a foot or more from DC to Boston. The Climate Prediction Center expects below-average temperatures and above-average precipitation for the rest of December. Another strong storm could hit just before the holidays. For now, focus on the immediate threats, stay tuned to local forecasts, and heed official advice. With preparation and vigilance, we can weather this storm train together and keep everyone safe.